Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or if you are new here, welcome. Today is going to be a different unboxing and build video. This is going to be for 30 minutes missions, and specifically a Premium Bandai one. It's 30mm EXM-E7sv Spinatia Saint Valkyrie Type. So this is actually my first Premium Bandai kit, and it's from 30 minutes missions. So this kit is from 2025. There's your usual monochromatic cover, and let's take a look at the side. Here are the option parts. Most of these weapons are also from 30-minute missions option parts. In this kit, it comes in blue, and the one from the option parts that is sold separately is colored green. Here's another look at the side. And here's a blurb. Feel free to pause the video. So this is a special Spinatia model that specializes in aerial and close quarters combat, with new armor that includes long, sleek legs and sharper blades on the shoulders. It has a silhouette that vastly differs from conventional Spinatias. The composite wing armaments equipped on the waist support its mobility during aerial combat, while also functioning as defensive weapons that repel enemy attack by dynamically moving the wings. The Liberate dual swords carried in each hand are lightweight and easy to wield thanks to their sharp, thin blades, making them useful during close combat, and they can swiftly slice through targets at speeds surpassing enemy units. In contrast to the Spinatia Reaper type, which excels in night raids and stealth operations, the Saint Valkyrie type makes a grand appearance on the battlefield and wields its blades to purge its opponents. And another one here. With the advent of XMX units, the battlefield spread from Earth to outer space, other planets, and virtually throughout the universe. Across these battlefields, where countless mass-produced machines were deployed, it is said that there were a select few units that truly decided the outcome of the conflicts. This is a record of their heroism. Also pictured here, which is sold separately, is the 30mm EXM-17FA Full Armor Alto. This box is quite thick. It is about 9.5 centimeters, thicker than the usual 30 Minute Sisters Deluxe type kit, which is at 7.5 centimeters. Let's go ahead and open this up. So unfortunately, the kit I got has a dent on the box. Thankfully, I don't want to keep boxes that have monochromatic covers. So as I said earlier, this is my first Premium Bandai as well as my first 30 minutes missions. And here's your instruction manual. Let's first take a look at this. Here's the same blurb earlier and another new one here for the story. Feel free to pause this one if you want to read it. So this kit also has a water slide decal, which is also going to be my first kit with a water slide decal. I think I'm going to do a separate video on my first application of this one. So there's your colored Spinatia Saint Valkyrie type. So unlike 30 minutes sisters, the instruction manual is kind of basic, not much illustration apart from the one at the front. So the parts it shows, they're all in PS plastic, except one, PE. There's your decals. So there's your head unit, body unit, waist unit, for the arms, legs, for the assembly, the armor, the wings, a colored version attaching the wing unit, the weapons, the option parts. And as mentioned in the box overview, the option parts are in blue, and there's also a 30 minutes option parts which is colored green for the effects. And that's your instruction manual. Nothing too fancy compared to 30 minutes sisters. Let's finally take a look at the runners. Let's first open up the bags. First, let's take a look at the A runners, A1 and A2. So as for A1, it's like a mixed. This one looks like for the feet, the arms, the torso, and the chest, I think. Since this is my first 30 minutes missions, I am not too familiar with the parts yet, so please bear with me. As for the A2, we have a clear green runner for the visor. So that's your A1 and A2. For your B runners, we have B1 and B2. So we have the head, the torso, legs with the armors, as well as joint parts. This comes in white or off-white. For the C runner, we have C1 and C2. This comes in like bronze or gold. It actually looks the same from the one in 30 Minutes Sisters to Kirna Die Earth. Very the same color. This C runner has hand parts, and it looks like it also have parts for the shoulders and joints. I think for the knees too. So for the hand parts, we have a pair of open expressive hands. We have one for weapon holding hand, and another pair also for weapon holding hand. So this one has the thumb curled, while this one doesn't have a pair. One is only for the right hand, which has the thumb straightened. So that's your C runner, C1 and C2. Here we have the D runners, D1 and D2. So this Saint Valkyrie type is based off from Spinatia Reaper type. As you can see here, Reaper. These D runners are basically from that Reaper type kit. And here we have the E runners, E1 and E2, and I believe these are finally specifically for the Saint Valkyrie type. We have the sword, the Saint Valkyrie helmet. Also, we have two swords. So that's your E runners. Let's finally take a look at the option parts runners. So here we have the OPS-17A1 and OPS-17A2. So I think these are mostly armor parts and some for the wing unit and joint parts. Here we have the option parts B, OPS-17B, two of them. So I think this is also for the wing unit. And here we have the weapon option parts, the weapon and the effect parts that comes in blue. So here we have a pair of hands where you can attach the effect and the weapon. Here we have the shield, a part of the sight, a large staff which has multiple uses, which can be a sight, a whip, a staff. There's a small wing part for the staff, and for the effect parts we have this magic circle, a whip, a wide blade, a thin blade like a blue crystal, and then a blue orb. So those are your weapon option parts. There's one sold separately, but it comes in green. Here we have the PC7, which is PE plastic. These are for the polycaps. Here we have the water slide decals. So as mentioned earlier, I will be making a separate video for applying the water slide decals, as this will also be my first one. So I want to do that in a separate video. And that is your look at the runners and parts. Okay, so let's finally assemble Spinatia Saint Valkyrie type. These were the parts I prepped during the live stream, and I always do the unboxing and build videos separately, as well as the review. So today it will be for the build or the assembly. For the water decals, this will also be in another video, since it will be my first time to apply water decals. So that would be a good first time video. The rest of the parts are here, the ones I can put inside these little containers. First, we'll start with the head. Then the visor. Then the body. The neck joint, the front of the chest. The waist. Here the hip. These are the hip joints, and these are drop down mechanism. And the front skirt. Next, let's do the arms. So as usual, I always do the other half first during the live prep so that I don't get to mix the parts. This is the finished arm unit, right side. These are for the forearms. The elbow joint. Cover on the bicep area. These are the shoulder joints. And here we have the right hand. So for the pair of hands, you have one pair of weapon holding hands, another pair for open expressive hands, only one for a sword wielding hand. So this kit only has one pair for the back of the hand covering. So that's your left arm unit and the right arm unit. Let's do the leg units. So this is the finished right leg unit. This one's for the upper thigh, the lower leg, the knee joint, the foot, the ankle joint, and the hip joint. And those are your leg units. Let's do the armors. This means the back unit and the wing unit. The same with the arms and legs. I always assemble first the other half if there are two sets, just so I don't get to mix the parts. And these three are your back unit. So this one goes to the upper back, which will wrap around the shoulders as an armor. This one here will go to the lower back, which will act as the lower part of the wings. And this one here, the main wing unit, will be attached here, the upper hard point. And this will consist of the whole wing unit. Finally put Spinatia Saint Valkyrie together. So the head and the body unit, the waist unit, the legs, and the arms, the back unit. The lower part of the wing unit goes to the lower back. And the main wing unit goes here. And that's your Spinatia Saint Valkyrie type without the weapons yet. So let's do a 360. Here's the front, the side, the back, the other side, again at the front, from below, and then from above. To the weapons next. So feel free to pause on these parts if you want to take a look at the interchangeability. These ones here are the leftover parts. I believe they were mainly on the base kit Spinatia Reaper type, so feel free to use however you like these. And then also, as mentioned earlier, these option parts also have one that is sold separately, but the effect parts come in color green instead of blue. Assemble some of the weapons. These have square pegs. So for this, you can choose if you want a broad blade, a whip-like effect, or a thin blade. So let's do the broad blade as an example. As for this one, you can either have a magical sphere effect or like a magical gem. These weapon option parts are very interchangeable, so it's really up to you how you want it to look. We will be going over more on the poses on the separate review video, so please do look forward for that. As for the hands, you have to separate these two so you can attach the weapons. Just like so, sandwiching the weapon. Unfortunately, the kit only has one pair of this covering, so you will need to remove the covering if you want to change weapons. As for the swords, there's one hand where it is extended like so, and these are specifically for swords. Here's a sight. As for the shield, it has a effect which is attached to a special pair of hands. You can either use the plain straight rod or the one with very intricate details. So it's really up to you. And those are the weapon options. And that is your unboxing and build video for Spinatia Saint Valkyrie Type. So what do you guys think of the kit? So far, I really like it. Please do look forward for the review video. I'll be talking more about the kit, what I think about it, what I like, what I don't like, and we will go over the articulations, a closer look on the parts, the kit, the weapon options, the poses, as well as a look on the extra parts and leftover parts, which came from the Spinatia Reaper type, the base form of this kit. So far, I like my first 30 minutes missions kit as well as my first Premium Bandai kit. I'm looking forward to doing more videos like this from the 30 minutes missions line. And if you do enjoy this video, please do give us a thumbs up, as well as share your support by subscribing to the channel so we can do more videos like this. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.